Dear God. Mrs. Darcy.
Mr. Darcy. Isn't it grand? I think so. Or perhaps stately. Do you not think it's stately? Imagine it with lanterns and ribbons on the bows. Perhaps we shall cut out paper stars to decorate it. Would that not be handsome?
What is that?
It is a tree. And a large and lovely one, too.
I can make out that it's a tree, Mrs. Darcy. My foremost question is why the tree is inside.
Because it is a Christmas tree. A popular German custom. Mrs. Collins wrote me about it during their trip to Hamburg. An evergreen reminds us of life, even in the deep midwinter. Isn't it wonderful?
It would be were we suddenly German.
I'm attempting to start a new tradition at Pemberly.
Which entails cutting down perfectly healthy trees and humiliating them in the drawing room.
I'm far from humiliating my tree. We celebrate its beauty and fortitude, even against the winter.
Which I fear I shall never convince you should happen outside.
No, you shall not.
Mrs. Darcy, I did not seek you out to discuss foliage. You recall the news from Rossings that my aunt, the Lady Catherine, has died.
So sad.
Terrible, indeed.
Especially for her daughter. Poor Anne. She scarcely breathes without her mother's permission. Since I rather disrupted Lady Catherine's plan for Anne to marry you, what will become of her?
Anne will be provided for generously. She receives 10,000, I understand.
In addition to the estate. I recall her mother making rather a large point about the de Bourgh family not entailing away from the female line.
Yes. It appears that was, like the marriages she tried to arrange for her daughter, more a circumstance of her iron will than her husband's actual will. The estate is entailed to the eldest male heir, despite Lady Catherine's protestations. Anne will, however, remain at Rossings, presumably until she marries, or joins a convent.
Perhaps a convent would be for the best. She already seems to have taken a vow of silence.
I have known her since we were children together, and she is rather more strong-willed than she may have appeared. She is, after all, her mother's daughter.
Well then, good luck to her. And who will lead the estate now?
That is what I have come to discuss. There is a cousin, a Mr. Arthur de Bourgh, whom I know but only slightly. It is he who is set to inherit.
And who is this gentleman of whom I have never heard, much less met?
He is the only son of the late Sir Louis de Bourgh's elder brother. I knew him as a boy, but our acquaintance waned as we aged. He's an Oxford man, I believe, a student of everything, really. I never knew him when he wasn't studying.
Studying what?
Snails, when last we met. I recall the too frequent mention of them over dinner.
Mr. de Bourgh and his snail collection.
Lord de Bourgh, I believe. He inherited the title and some land when his own father passed, and he now has a grand estate to go with it.
What a Christmas it shall be for his lordship.
Indeed. A Christmas he shall enjoy here.
Here? What do you mean here?
As he has no family to speak of and has not been to Rossings for years, I have made an offer to Lord de Bourgh to join us. Here. Tomorrow. Thank you.
Mr. Darcy? Well, the entire family is gathering. Why not add one more? I will let you keep your lord if you grant me my tree. Are we agreed?
Indeed we are, my dear. And you know, I rather like your tree.
You perjure yourself. But thank you.